as they experimented with almost everything. And that's how us, in 2026, have a pure treasure to study. Let's start. First, R&B, standing for rhythm and blues. You immediately recognize this genre from the soulful vocals, the danceable rhythm, and the storytelling. It includes many subgenres, one of them being alternative R&B. Two nice examples of this are Vocal Line's House of Cards and Jimin's Lie. We also have Home, a contemporary R&B song. It's like a more pop-infused sound. There is also a neo-soul song, Taehyung's Stigma. This time, the sound is jazz-influenced, just like majority of V's solos. Then we have hip-hop, the genre that is described as BTS's roots. Starting from their debut song, No More Dream, an old-school hip-hop song. Then Spinebreaker, NO, hip-hop Philly, all in the same old-school vibe. There is also some experimental hip-hop or trap, like Mic Drop, Hooligan, Aliens, and more. Next is indie, something you rarely meet in K-pop. However, BTS have some examples in their discography, such as Taehyung's Winter Bear and Sweet Night, two indie folk songs. And of course, RM's Come Back to Me, characterized as indie pop. Those are so worth checking out. Moving on to pop, a genre that made already successful BTS even more successful globally. Dynamite, Butter, Permission to Dance, Boy with Love, Microcosmos, and many more. Basically, whenever you meet a pop song in their discography, it's almost impossible to not be a hit. Now rock. I think that every time BTS blend rock elements into their music, it turns out amazing. We have Jin's Another Level, an alternative rock song, and Dionysus, which is considered rap rock. But generally, if you listen closely, you will notice rock characteristics every here and there. And then jazz. As I mentioned earlier, V is basically the king of jazz among BTS members. His latest solo release, Winter Ahead, is a jazz pop ballad. Also, his releases Love Me Again and Slow Dancing include jazz elements. And of course, BTS's Fashion-themed Theme 4340, a heavily jazz-infused track. Next up, house music, a rather common genre in K-pop. The most famous examples in BTS's discography are both considered tropical house. I'm talking about Save Me and Blood, Sweat and Tears. Then we also have J-Hope's Daydream, that is described as hip house, a fusion of house and hip-hop music. Lastly, we have Afro Beats and Jimin's Be Mine, an Afrobeat and Latin pop song. And A Brand New Day by V, J-Hope and Zara Larsson, an Afro fusion track, couldn't be missing from the list. So when someone asks you what kind of music BTS make, the answer is actually pretty simple: all kinds of music. Their discography is not just huge, but a whole musical universe. And that's why anyone can find something that matches their taste and preferences. So consider giving BTS a listen. You won't be disappointed.